Movement happening in less than 2 weeks, the PanCan PurpleStride Walk. Pancreatic cancer survivors, family, friends, and advocates, they're going to participate in these all across the country, and that includes for us right here in the Tri-State. I want to bring in now Nicki Hackman, 3-year pancreatic cancer survivor. So glad you're with us.
Thank you.
Here, Nicki. Obviously, local advocate for the PanCan PurpleStride Walk. A lot to talk about, but first, can we just talk a bit about your pancreatic cancer journey and then how you got connected with the organization?
Sure. 2021, I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and that journey, those treatments consist of, mine was 6 months of chemotherapy, followed by a month of radiation, and then the Whipple procedure. So a lot of us survivors, there's a handful of us here in Cincinnati, we call us Whippleese because we've survived that. My husband and I found PanCan on Facebook, on the internet, and we saw that there was a Cincinnati group that gets together. And we became involved, and now we're volunteers and advocates for not only the caregiver survivorship, of pancreatic cancer individuals and folks, and we've just recently agreed to become the government advocacy in Washington.
Oh, wonderful.
So now that the new administration is in, we haven't gone to Washington yet, but that's coming up.
But that's coming up. And so, too, is this walk, which is a huge, huge fundraiser.
It is.
Tell me a little bit what you know of how the money that gets raised. You're looking at $180,000, roughly, obviously more.
That's
the more,
right.
the merrier. But what is it going toward? Is it just research to try and find a cure?
It's not just research, although portions of it do go to the research. And it is so much support for newly diagnosed pancreatic cancer patients, also families. If someone is recently diagnosed, they can reach out to pancan.org, and they will schedule you with a case manager that'll follow you, that'll help you with diagnosis of the tumor, the type of tumor that you've been diagnosed with. And they have so much support and help, not only for the pancreatic cancer patient, but the families, the caregivers. And so
supporting the support.
Supporting the support. And they have such a wealth of information. They've been around for over 25 years. I think it's like 28 now.
Wow, they're doing good work.
They are.
Really quickly, Nicki, just tell me what you get out of being part of this walk and being part of that community when it happens every year.
Well, with this walk, and it's usually around 2,000 individuals, they're people that are still honoring a loved one that they've lost. To see that sea of purple, all these purple shirts, all these families, there's so much connection with someone that's been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. It is a hope of walk, and that's why we do that, and that's why we fundraise, and that's why there's the donations, and it's so inspiring. And Rick, my husband, and I, when we became involved with the group, they are such, a lot of them have been volunteering for over 20 years.
Sure.
They're a great group of people. So it just brings so much hope that one day, we're hoping, and the scientists are working on it, that not only will there be an early detection, because there's no early detection right now, and also, some other treatments, maybe even a vaccination. They're working on that as well, and I think it's in the clinical trial of number 2
right now.
So it's coming up.
It is coming up, and as I mentioned, so too is this walk, the PanCan PurpleStride Walk, happening on Saturday, April 26th. You can see it and participate at East Fork State Park Beach in Bethel. The opening ceremony is going to get underway at 9:30. There's some prizes for fundraising, but it's not about the prize. It's about the fundraising. It's about supporting pancan.org. Nicki, thanks so much.
Thank you,
for your
Adrian,
time
so
here.
much.